Let's start this demo from the Cape May County Library homepage or website. And remember, that's just www.cmclibrary.org. Come on down to our menu bar, and as you rest your mouse pointer over the word Library Catalog, our sub-menu will open, listing all of our branches. For today, it really doesn't matter which branch you select, so we're going to just put our mouse pointer over the top of any of the branch names and single left click. And we will arrive at our Polaris PowerPAC portal page. That's really just the first page of our online catalog. Now we're going to do a title list from a search results list, and we can do a search from either the library information right here on the portal page or from the search tab. But first, I'm going to have you log into your patron account. So I want you to left click on the patron account tab, and you're going to be asked to type in the 14-digit barcode that will be found on either the front or the back of your library card. And you're also going to need to put in a 4-digit password. Now, by default, that's the last 4 digits of your telephone number. When you've entered that information, click on the Login button, and you'll be on the My Records screen in the Patron Account tab. From this screen, you could actually manage your renewals, your holds, all of your lists, and many other features that are associated with your account. But we're going to be covering those in some other videos. So right now, let's switch back to the Search tab to start our title list. And in the blog, I gave several examples of why I use title lists. In this demonstration, let's use this scenario. I've just come back from my very first beginning drawing workshop here at the library. You guys do know that we have a full schedule of adult programs at the Cape May County Library, don't you? And that some of them are wonderful in art instruction. At any rate, I've come back, and I'd like to now get on to the catalog and see what books there might be available to support my new lessons. So I'm going to really do a search in this case. I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to do a search for charcoal drawing. And after I finish putting in my search terms, I do need to spell them correctly. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Go button. And you can see in this case I come up with 8 titles matching my search criteria for charcoal drawing. Now what I'm going to do is, beside each one of these titles, over on the right hand side, you'll see a link that says Add to List. I can tell that because it changed from an arrow to a hand. I'm going to single left click, and it's going to open a little box and ask me would I like to add it to a working list or to a new list. For this demonstration, let's just add it to our working list. That link now also has an extra link next to it that says Remove, where I can remove the title from my working list. But I'd like to direct your attention over here to the left-hand side of your screen, and you're going to see in the dashboard area, the green area to the left, a working list at the very top. And notice that our first title, Charcoal Drawing, has now been added to our working list. So it's just that simple to make our working list. Let's do that again. I'm coming over to the right next to the title of the second book, and I'm going to click on the Add to List link, click on Working List, and now we can see this second title has been added over here on our dashboard in the working list area. Real quickly, I'm going to come on down and I'm going to add a couple more items to my working list. And now as I scroll up to the top of my page, come again over to the dashboard, I can see the titles that I've added to the working list. At this point in time, I'm finished. Now, I can always come back and add more titles, so we're just going to complete this just so that we can move on. So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to come right down to this little link beneath the titles of the working list. It says Show List Details. Again, a single left click. And all of the books that I selected, all of the titles that I selected for my list are now shown in a separate screen. And it's really from this screen that I can manage the My Lists. Notice it's on the Search tab, and it's the new option for My Lists. one of the things I can do with this list is I can delete the list. So if ever I need to, I can come back and just simply delete this list from my record. If I don't really want to save the list, if I just want to print a list, perhaps I need a list of items to take out into the library shelves, I can just simply print it here. And as you remember, I told you sometimes I make a recommended list for people that I would like to send them a list of books that I think they should read, and I can just simply email it at this point in time right from this. Now I can always come back to this screen, so I don't need to do any of those things. Now, at the moment, this is a working list, and I would like to make a new list from these titles and call it something else. So I can just come to this link that says Create New Saved Title List. I'm going to do a single left click. Now, at any time that you're going to save a list or save item to your patron account, you're going to get this notification that says, now you're associating this private information with your account. If the library is served with a warrant from the proper law enforcement personnel, they will give them that information. So I'm going to click on OK. And in this case, I'd like to call my new list Charcoal Drawing. After I put in my title, I'm going to click on the Create List button. Now, I have created a new list, Charcoal Drawing, but notice I have no items in my list. What I want to do is I want to move the items over here in my working list into my Charcoal Drawing list. All I need to do is click on the Show List Details link again. Here's my working list, and now you can see that beside each title I also have these options. I can delete the title from my working list. I could copy it to another list, or I can move it to another list. And if I had several lists, I can use this drop down arrow to find any one of my lists. In this case, I only have the Charcoal Drawing and the working list. Now, all I want to do is click on the Move To button right next to the title, and you're going to see as I come back over again to my dashboard that Charcoal Drawing now has one title. And if we were paying attention, we'd find the working list has one less title. So let's do that with all of our working list titles. We're going to move them into Charcoal Drawing. By clicking on the Move To, you can see them disappearing, and you can also see that they're populating the Charcoal Drawing list. Now again, simply putting my mouse pointer on the title, left clicking, I now see that I have created my Charcoal Drawing title list. And it's just that simple to create your own title list. And again, these will be connected to your account. You can access them 24/7.